Pineapple. Yes, pineapple. Roy of the Rovers. Definitely. Roy of the Rovers bars. Pineapple. Roy of the Rovers bars. 10 pence. Went up to 12 pence at one stage. Roy of the Rovers. I never guess. Roy of the Rovers. My mind rebels at stagnation. Give me all the problems. Give me subtruse cryptogram, the most intricate analysis, and then, and only then, am I in my proper atmosphere. It makes me free to dispense with artificial stimulants. I abhor the Tao routine of existence. I crave mental exaltation. That is why I have chosen my own profession. Or rather, created it. This is the case of the Roy of the Rovers bar for me to crack. I'm the only one in the world. The greatest shop detective. Omne ignotum pro magnifico. He sticks to my nostrils, this pineapple-y pineapple thief. I have got my foot on Roy's zingy tail, or in this case, on his navy wrapper with the blonde soccer player kicking the ball on it, and I'm chewing away on his sticky yellow body. Oh, you are stuck to my teeth, but you're so bitter and nice. Oh, yes. I am pulling you away from my mouth, but you're too stingy, and I'm chewing away so bitter and sugary. Nicer than a Wham bar any day. Way nicer. Anyway, what do you, yourself, devise as to the individuality of this hipster I have before me, who wears these particular articles? See nothing? You see nothing. I see everything, and that's my curse. But you can see everything, but you fail to reason with what you see. I have devised 7 separate explanations, in which each of them will uncover the facts as far as we know them. You look at these scattered items of clothing on racks and are impressed by their beauty. I look at them, and the only thought which comes to me is a feeling of isolation, and the pure impunity in which crime may be committed, founded upon my experience that the lowest and vilest of allies do not present a more dreadful record of sin than the fake, cool, sour sup of tea and shitty mustache of a hipster waiting to steal shopping while eating a burger. I know you haven't done it yet. I know, Roy. But you scheme. On your left wrist is a ribbon naturally tied with your good hand, the right hand. But you hold the burger with your left hand. Why? It's a willing hand to grab the 4th t-shirt in and place it in the bag behind your back. We hunter-gatherers eat with our strong hand, and then the burger itself. Why? Who shops holding a burger? What shop suspects a man holding a burger to steal anything? Who robs anything while holding a burger or any food? Would we expect a man eating a salad to be less of a thief? A clear diversion of attention, a tactic which does not escape me. Tip, tap, the small indentations on the toe of your boot. You've been dancing, and recently. Small crumbs on your trousers above your shoes. Cake. I'm sure of it. Eating cake standing up. What can that mean? Someone's birthday. The ingestion of cake and puffy eyes of post-alcoholic consumption, mixed with some tip-tapping, as well as the pineapple-y, pulpy stench, says birthday. Last night, no doubt, cousins' sausage rolls. Roy, you are not from here either. You had a ring on your pinky finger, but you moved it to the finger next to it. The slight indent in your hair. You were leaning against glass, on most likely a train, maybe falling asleep, maybe not, and you moved the ring as not to lean on it. You have a book, recently purchased. Price is still on it. Great Expectations, about 76 or 77 pages in. Pip has stolen the pork pie. 2 pages a minute, which means you've been traveling about 35 to 37 minutes to get here. You are just about to do it. I know, Roy. Your birthday or someone else's? I say someone else. You are compensating Roy of the Rover. Hipster. You can't afford the t-shirt, and you have to have it. Who will look at you if you don't? They will all see you. The real you. Who will guess that you are a photographer or a cinematographer if you don't have a t-shirt like that? They'll know the you that isn't cool or casual at all. Cool.
Why did the hipster burn his mouth on the burger?
Excuse me?
Why did the hipster burn his mouth on the burger, Roy?
Sorry, my name isn't Roy. Sorry, I was just...
Because he ate it before it was cool.
Okay. My burger was actually hot. There was a deal, a burger and a drink, but I got thirsty, so I... Is that a Wham bar?
How did you do it? I can't see it. I can't deduce. Am I so blind? How did you get past me? You are the greatest I've ever witnessed. We are waltzing. Your elegance. Those fingers. This thief is an artist. Some thieves merely steal everything. But this thief steals nails first. Or something. I'm not actually sure how that saying goes, but you know what I mean. Oh my God. If theft is advantageous to everyone who succeeds at it, then adultery seems like a good strategy for males. For increasing presence in the gene pool, at least. There would just be more of us if we were all adulterous. More and more cake every year. Why do we feel that we are wrong at all? Shouldn't the only morality that evolution produces be the kind that Bill Clinton or Bertie Ahern had? Being sorry you got caught. But that doesn't exist with you. You are all that matters. We transcend all that shit. I have never had an equal. She steals with passion like a best friend would. Like dogs. Yes, she steals like a dog. Why are dogs man's best friend anyway? Why doesn't the saying go, woman, man's best friend? Until now, I've actually preferred dogs to women. I honestly think if we all woke up one day and dogs had a nice pair of boobs, the entire world population would die out. Quickly. Oh, those fingers. They could reach into my mouth and steal my brains. Even though I would not put a thief in my mouth for that same reason.
The robbed that smile steals something from the thief.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, I just saw your situation there.
Ah, yes, sometimes that happens.
You know, you've got one of those Kevin Costner faces. I can't redo. One of those, now I'm Robin Hood, now I'm JFK. Same face, you know, Kev faces.
You are stealing, are you not?
I was using a metaphor.
What's a metaphor?
Well, Romeo, it is the east and Juliet is the sun. I don't think Shakespeare was saying that Juliet is like a ginormous ball of flames. I mean, like, Juliet, I'm burning. No, like, it's a metaphor. Juliet is like radiant like the sun, I suppose, or warm like the sun. Metaphors are one of the reasons I make art. I heard that schizophrenics don't understand what metaphors are.
You are an artist then?
I am, yeah. Guilty.
What kind?
Well, that's a mystery, isn't it? It's like saying, what's art? What kind? People say envy is green, right? You know, like the green-eyed monster thing. But there's no monster with green eyes going around the place. It's just envy. People are being metaphorical, aren't they? You can't explain an enigma using a metaphor. That doesn't work. You can't explain one mystery using another mystery. As I'm sure of all people you know. You asked me what art is. There is this doctor who is testing beaks and how seagulls feed their chicks and the eggs, right? He probably made like a fake egg and like put the chicks inside it. We'll call it like a ghost egg, okay? Ooh, ghost egg. Anyway, he discovered that the chicks used to see a little red dot on their mother's beak and they would know that they were going to get fed. You know, the way they feed them down the mouth and all.
Yes.
So the doctor got these like fake beaks and like painted a little red dot on them and like went over to the chicks and like poked it in their faces and they saw the little red dot and thought they were going to get fed and they were all going mental in the ghost egg.
Okay.
So then, right, he got a stick with just a dot on it, went over, poked it in their faces, same thing happened. They didn't even need a beak, you know?
I don't really understand.
Oh, wait for this then. Then he got a stick, right, and instead of a dot, he put 3 red stripes on it. Went over to the chicks. The chicks nearly lost their minds altogether. They didn't even want to know about the beak anymore. They saw this coming, and they went cuckoo, like a child with a Wham bar, you know? I mean, he had invented a super beak, and those chicks just couldn't get enough of those tasty red stripes. You see now.
What's that got to do with art?
That's what art is. If seagulls had a gallery, right, they would hang the stick with the 3 red stripes on it, call it a Picasso, ask themselves, why do I like this? I don't know, but I'll pay millions for it. I mean, all these art collectors are paying millions for a stick with 3 stripes on it. See? Bog, 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 ghost egg. Damien Hirst, like. Speaking of ghost eggs. I am a ghost egg. I will haunt you for eating me and my brothers and sisters with rashers and sausages, frying us up with black and white pudding.
I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky kids.
My number is written on the back of the egg's head, actually. I'm just kind of out of this big thing. Have you ever been in a big thing? Of course you have. Men are such fickle creatures, aren't you? You feel everything deeply, the same as we do, I know, yeah. But when you go through a breakup, you have all these like dueling emotions. Same sadness, of course. I know you feel utter sadness, but also I hear an incredible horniness. Poor things. What a cocktail. Excuse the pun. Poor things. It's like, oh, I miss you. Oh, do you know?
You know me so well. You seem to see straight through me.
Yeah. Here we are, like Carrie and what's his name? Carrie and Big. I just want to say fuck you to men sometimes, you know. I know you only meet one when you're not expecting to, but then you go around and try not to expect it, and then you really want to at the same time. But then in a way, you are expecting it. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck you, man. Why do we say fuck you anyway? I mean, it's a really weird thing to say when you think about what it means. I mean, what is the connection there between sex and violence? sex is a pleasant thing. I mean, it's supposed to be anyway. I mean, fuck you. We should say thanks or yes please or no thanks. I mean, I bet there's something in the hyperthermanic nuclei that is next to the violent centre in the brain, and there's us like crossed wires, so we're all kind of like sexy violent, you know?
Wham, 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 wham.
All that I've said may not exactly be true.